Now, before I start this episode off, you know what I'm going to tell you to do. Spell it out. SUBBSCRIBE. What does that spell? Subscribe. Follow my Instagram.
What?
Follow my TikTok.
Okay.
Follow my Instagram.
what?
Yeah, follow my TikTok and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Girl,
whatever, like,
Girl,
whatever.
Girl, whatever.
Girl,
whatever.
Whatever.
Girl, whatever.
Girl, whatever.
Hi. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to Girl Whatever with your host, Jewell Bowry. I am so happy to be back. I feel like it is only right to start off the year with an introduction episode, just like a get to know each other. Like, let's sit down, like, let's key. Because I feel like I really just started a podcast. Like no intro, like no explanation. Like, I literally was just like, I just started it one day, and like people close to me knew that this has been on my list of goals for years now, but to everybody else it's just like, what the fuck? And I've heard lots of people say like it does make perfect sense, like if you know me, you know, but this is just so random, and I didn't start with an introductory episode or any solo episode. I always thought in my head like I don't want there to ever be a solo episode. I feel like it's fun if I just have this like ongoing stream of guests coming on. But I think just to start us off, like, y'all mind if we set the tone? Like, can we set the tone? Can we introduce ourselves? Can we get to know each other a little bit? Like, why are you even watching me? Like, let's get to figuring it out. So everybody, get comfortable. You're with me here on my bedroom floor. We got my chicken mug with some Rubius Roy. So I've never known how to pronounce the name, but I call it Rubius tea, chai tea, cinnamon chai tea here in my chicken mug. I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm ready to get comfortable and get chatting with you all. So come on in, take a seat, take your shoes off. You're nasty. Oh, that's good. Ooh. This episode is coming out a week late because, as I announced, I got the wickedest flu. Ooh, you could probably hear the phlegm still bubbling in my lungs. Bitch, I don't know what virus I received, but let me tell you a little bit of backstory, a little bit of context. So in our next episode, you'll see I filmed that episode before this one during the holiday break with my best friend Luna right after Christmas. And I said in the episode that we were going to New York for New Year's. So we did end up doing that. It was the best girls trip of my life. Bitch, I got into trouble. And maybe we'll tell some of the stories. But it was bus club, another club. Like, we did not sleep. Like, we touched down, took a little nap, and maybe that was the most sleep that we got for the rest of the trip, because baby, the club was calling. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, they wouldn't let me leave. Like, they have a lot of different they have a lot of different cut waters there. They have flavors that I've never seen before. Bitch, have you ever had a buzz ball? Babe, have you ever had a buzz ball? I was buzzing and I was rolling around on the floor like a ball. Please, bitch. I had so much fun in New York. Like, New York, I was not familiar with your game. I feel like every time I've gone like the white girl touristy route where it's like, oh, I'm gonna get a coffee and walk around Soho. Like, no, I've never really discovered the nightlife of New York like I did this time, bitch. I might as well have been nocturnal. I was a bat. I was flying around on the streets being a hoe the entire time, wearing nothing. So of course my dumb ass caught a cold. Every single person maybe it wasn't just the nightlife, because it is true, let it be known, every single person I know that went to New York for New Year's or in that time that I did got sick. There are people that were there that I didn't get to see because they had the flu. So there's something going around, obviously, like it's flu season. There's always something going around the holidays because everybody's seeing each other. But this year it got me. It was my last day there. We were supposed to like do some cute little thrifting around Lower East Side. I said, take me home. Take me home. No, I'm not doing anything for the rest of the day. I went home, packed my bags. And what's really special and fun about New York is that, like, I flew out of Newark because that was, like, the cheapest airport to fly out of, truly. Like, let's keep it a buck. I flew out of Newark, which is in New Jersey, and that's, like, a little hop, skip, and a jump away from, like, Brooklyn, Manhattan, where I was staying. So on my last day, we ended up staying in Brooklyn. And I had to find a way to get to Newark. And I heard about these little Uber shuttles that they did. So I booked an Uber shuttle, but the Uber shuttle was not picking me up in Brooklyn. It was picking me up in Manhattan. So I had to get from Brooklyn to Manhattan all by myself because my other friend was flying out the day after me. And I was coming down with the bubonic plague. Like, I was coming down with something I never came down. It's so funny how when you're sick, all of the energy is literally drained from your body. I was so sick. So I put on a baseball cap. I said, bye, friends who I'm staying with. Wish me luck on this journey, like the fucking Hobbit. Okay. I took my 50-pound suitcase. I brought the biggest suitcase, like the biggest suitcase that you can find. I brought that one because it was winter. First of all, I'm bringing boots, I'm bringing fur jackets, and I'm trying to throw a fit. I'm in New York. I am wearing itty bitty clothes, but I'm also wearing these big parkas and I'm trying to serve looks. So I had a big suitcase and it weighed 56 pounds, please. It weighed a lot. So I'm on my lonesome. And also on the way to New York, both of the handles on my suitcase snapped off. Right. So I only had the little up and down thingy. So I'm pulling it around the streets of New York. And thank God I found out the subway that I needed to get to because I decided to be humble and not Uber to the Uber shuttle because I was like, okay, I might as well just Uber all the way to the airport. Uber to the Uber shuttle. I said, no, it's one train. Let me just take the stupid little train. Let me just take the train. If you know me, you know, I'm always going to check the price of that Uber before I get on any public transit because one, I'm traumatized. I got robbed once. And two, I just don't like it. Like, if I could just sit in the back of a little Uber, then I will. But I decided to take the train. I'm walking to the train, me and my 50-pound suitcase and my fucking 100-pound carry-on bag. Jesus. Oh, I already feel faint. And I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, time to find an elevator to get up to the station. Did you know that not every station in New York City is accessible? Wheelchair accessible? Right. I learned that day. So I'm looking around and all I see is a gigantic staircase taking me all the way up to heaven. It's one of those subway stations that are in the sky, not the ones that are underground, the one that are up above you. I look up and I say, well, and I find all of the strength within my body. And I say, I'm going up this mountain to save my marriage.
I don't know what this is all about. But I'm going up this mountain to save my marriage.
Now, mind you, right across from the subway station is like a Popeyes, and it's full, packed out. There's bare people at the window watching me step by step. Literally, what's that song? I have it on my back. I'm just step by step wobbling up the stairs, carrying a 50-pound suitcase. Oh my God. I open a door, another 2 flights of stairs. Oh, carry me home at this point. At this point, I just wanted to lay on the sidewalk on my back and hope someone sends me an ambulance because I could not see myself getting to Manhattan that night. But I did it. So I got all the way up to the subway platform and then I realized, okay, so wow, not all of them have elevators. So then I looked on the little thing and it shows you which ones have elevators and which ones don't with the little wheelchair sign. And the one that I was supposed to get off at didn't have an elevator. Just my luck. So I decided to get on the stop before it. But then that meant, so yeah, I get an elevator. But that also means I have to walk an extra like 10 minutes to where the Uber shuttle is picking me up. Hey, Google. Shut your ass up. Shut up. So I got off. I got up the elevator. I had to walk another 10 minutes with my suitcase damn near falling apart. It was horrible. And then I get to the Uber shuttle. Damn thing is almost full. I get in there, get to the terminal, and everything was pretty much smooth sailing from then on out. You know, I almost missed my terminal stop because I was so delirious, but I did make it. My flight was delayed, which was fun. So yeah, my flight home was not very fun. I literally got back to Toronto. I got back to Toronto, laid down my bags, laid down in my bed, and didn't see daylight for the next 3 days. I could not do it. I just felt so weak. Like this time around, I did get sick. Like somehow I got sick this time last year. So right after New Year's last year, I also had the flu, but I don't remember it being this bad. Like I was fearing for my life, but we're back, baby. All I have is this tingly little cough, and other than that, I'm back at my full energy, full capacity, and I'm ready to bring you, girl, whatever podcast 2026. Guys, I'm very, very excited for this year. Oh my God. I'm not even like introducing myself. Allow me to introduce myself. I wrote some notes. Anyways, so my name is Jewell. I was born to 2 immigrant parents from St. Kitts, which is a small island in the West Indies. Wamba clap. I am a Caribbean gal, and you can't play any soca song around me unless you want me to knock a table over with this big fat ass, because I love soca. Anyways, I was born to 2 Caribbean parents. And I was born in the small town of Brampton, Ontario. Yes, the secret's out. I'm from Brampton. I've lived here my entire life, still a small town girl. I grew up going to various different art schools. So my background is very, very creative, artistic, and I honed in early on the performing arts and ended up going to university for theater and drama studies. Yeah. After school, I ended up getting some work in social media management, which is what I do now as my big girl job. And then I'm also still actively a performer, and I've dabbled in modeling, and now I have my own podcast, and I'm trying to veer more into comedy and being an online personality and a host and you know. So that's how my journey has grown. I just can't even begin to explain how gratifying this has been so far. Like, just starting this so on such a whim and like it fitting so well. A lot of things have clicked into making sense for me. My entire life, I have had like a deep love for video editing. Nothing that I've ever really taken seriously, just like as a hobby. I have always really loved making like recap videos, just editing any type of video, like even like TikToks, like I've made year recap videos like almost every year growing up in high school and stuff. When it was a friend's birthday, I would get so excited to just like make a recap video of like all of our memories. Like it's my favorite thing. I just love editing. So now having this podcast and having to like edit together clips and stuff, for me, genuinely, that is the best part. Like I love sitting down and editing. So just like honing in on these like little skills that I have like haven't been able to like really water for the past couple of years, and like just haven't found a way to consistently like put energy into, that has been incredibly gratifying. Also honing in a little bit on like, I've always known I'm like a funny girl, you know, like I'm a funny person, but like really trying to dial into like comedy and like what makes me funny, like what kind of jokes do I lean into, like what kind of bits do I consistently like to start, like what do people like about them, like what kind of things are people drawn to, like what kind of bits of mine do people like, you know. Honing in on all of those kinds of things has been really fun, and that also leads me to really want to try stand-up this year. I have always had a little bit of a love and a knack for it. Like secretly, I've always really admired stand-up and thought that it was something that I was going to try. But I've always just like put it off because honestly, sounds like the scariest thing in the entire fucking world to me. That sounds so scary. And you always hear stand-up comedians being like, yeah, like this is the hardest shit ever. Like you're standing in front of a bunch of people who be like, wanna laugh? What? Like, that sounds so hard, and with doing this, it has felt a lot less daunting, with just like honing in on my comedy skills. So that is definitely a goal of mine that has come out of this. Like, this is just like sprouted a lot for me. And just like personally, like working on being more of a conversationalist, what it means to ask people questions and really, really get to know them. Like, a lot of things. And I just like have such high hopes for this to grow. I have such high confidence in the growth of this podcast. And I just ultimately want it to be a space for the girls to gab. Like, like I try to like have like a smart kind of mission statement with like what I want this podcast to do. But because it was started on such a whim of just me being like on a personal level needing a creative outlet, like I don't know what that grandiose mission is. All I know is like I want to create a space for the girlies like me who just need someone to relate to and listen to in the background when they're folding their laundry. Like like I just want to listen to, personally, I'm a lover of podcasts. Like I love podcasts and I wanted to start a podcast because of how much I love other people's podcasts. And like I just love to listen to people having a funny or just relatable, in any sense of the word, conversation. And I just want to provide that for people. Like I just know, and I'm inspired by my friends, and I'm inspired by the conversations and the ways that I've gotten to know my friends, and I know what kind of things they can bring to the table. And I know the conversations that we've had, I'm just like, oh, people would appreciate hearing this because it's just something that like people don't talk about enough, you know? Like I'm all for the topics and the hard-hitting questions of things that just people don't like to say or people are shy about saying. Like I'm ready to come through with those kinds of topics for you guys. And I don't know, I'm not saying I want to come on here and be like your internet big sis. I don't know about all that because I do give I'm the youngest, but I do just want to come on here and give bestie. Like if you're like alone on a Friday night, like girl, turn on the pod. I'm here. Let's chat. Let's gab. Grab a glass of something and let's talk about it. Like that's what I want it to give. That's what I'm here for. And I'm really here to make y'all laugh. Like, don't get me wrong. We are going to get into serious topics on this podcast here and there. I think we started off on a note of like having more serious conversations, and like those are sprinkled here and there, but ultimately this is going to be a fun, safe space. I want it to be funny in here. Like this is a comedy podcast at the end of the day, and I really do want to zero in on that and make sure that that's always an element of what I'm doing. Somebody did ask that I talk a little bit about my journey with modeling. My journey with modeling was like, it's weird because I've never really gone full throttle into it. Modeling has always been like a side gig for me. Not that I've like wanted it to be that way. Like I would love to get more into fashion modeling, but like it's a little tricky. Every single entertainment industry in Canada is a little bit tricky. In high school, I was scouted and I had a really weird, long, vigorous like contract negotiation process with this one agency that really like put me off. They were doing a lot of weird shisty stuff, and ultimately I didn't get a contract signed. But then going into university and finishing off high school, I was just like working independently. People would just reach out to me and I would just model for them. Like that's the extent of how I would like learn and get experience and build a portfolio. And then I think maybe after university, I finally started like really working consistently with an agency. I still work with. I'm not officially signed to them, but they do help me book gigs and they get a commission off of that. So technically they're my agent, but like not really. My experience with modeling has taught me that modeling is actually kind of hard. Like you don't have a mirror in front of you when you're modeling. Like it's you and then there's a photographer taking pictures of you. Like you can't see yourself, so you're really just like, I hope this looks good. Like it's kind of like, and they'll tell you, honestly, I have worked with some wonderful photographers that are like really encouraging, that can tell when you don't know what the fuck you're doing, like quite frankly. And I worked with some photographers that are like kind of mean. But I don't know, my experience with working with good ones have taught me a lot about like my angles, like what to do, like when to, like how to serve cut. And that's been really, really fun. But modeling to me has always just been like a fun side thing that is like not necessarily easy to do. Like if I was doing that full time and like trying to be a fucking supermodel, I'd be out here like practicing. Like that shit, like if you really want to be up here like big leagues, like walking, like real life modeling, that shit's hard. But for me, it's always been like a kind of like an easy money thing where it's like I'll just get booked for like silly little campaigns and like go in. Oh my God. Highlight of my 2025 year. I did hand modeling for the first time. That shit was so fun. And I don't know if it's because I worked with a food company, but guys, free food all day. Can I get an amen? They literally have to make the little food. Like, you know, when you buy like a pack of bread and they maybe have like a picture of a recipe with bread on the back of the package of bread. Those photos are like made at like these little studios that like do like food and hand modeling, and they have like a kitchen where they're like whipping up the food. Guess who gets to eat it at the end? The hand model. Bitch, that shit was so fun, and it paid pretty well, and it was just a day of like posing my hands because like my face isn't in it. I'm just like it's just like grab the tray. I'm like, okay. They're like, oh, wonderful. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, you want some more? Like, it is, hand modeling is such an underrated, like, if I could be a full-time hand model, I would. But yeah, that was like, I got one gig in 2025 and I told my agent, I said, listen, moving forward, I'm only hand modeling. That was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience. Okay, so I asked some of y'all to give me your topics on what you wanted me to talk about for this solo episode, this once in a lifetime moment. And here are some of your responses. Oh, so I did answer the modeling question already. Talk about your modeling journey and what brand would you love to work with? Ooh, there's this one. It's kind of like a Canadian brand, I think. But they have some of the most beautiful clothes. It starts with an O. Ooh, I actually have no idea how to pronounce this. Ofuure. Ofure. I don't know. Like, I want to work with them and I don't even know how to pronounce it. They just have some of the most beautiful, grandiose clothing. Like, I don't know. I would love to do some like glamour shots. Like every brand I've worked with so far has either just been like hand modeling or like really, really chill like sweats or like just chill like lifestyle everyday clothing, streetwear, whatever. I would love to do some glamour ass ball gown, a wedding shot, like a wedding company. I would love to do a wedding shoot. Oh, that would be everything. Something high glamour. I haven't done anything like that yet. So I would love to do that. Okay, we're about to get a little fucking serious. My best friend, IG, I'm about to expose her. She asked me, talk about marriage and monogamy. Do you think it's like natural to us or something? Hold on. Do you think it's natural or do you think we're innately cut out for it? Or not innately cut out for it? I don't know. Innately cut out for it? I think we're innately cut out for monogamy. But I say that as someone who's monogamous. Monogamy comes very, very naturally to me. Like, I can't imagine liking more than one person at a time. Oh my gosh. I literally, when I like one person, it is like I've never had a crush before in my entire life. Like, when the crush gets bad and it's like reciprocated and we're actually talking, because it's like, one thing about me, I'm the kind of girl who's gonna have a crush on someone who doesn't know my name. Yeah. But when the crush is like actually happening and it's like we're going on dates and stuff and like they might actually like me back, I'm like, oh, I'm about to lose my marbles. First of all, check me into an asylum. Second of all, sorry, who are you? Like, I've actually never even seen beauty in another person. Like, like I literally just get so zoned in and locked in. So I feel like it comes very naturally to me. But I also know that there are people on this planet who are genuinely polyamorous. Can I simply imagine what that might feel like to like have a partner that you love so much, but then also like see someone else and be like, ooh, I want a bone? Oh my God. I've never felt that in my life. Like, I've never felt that in my life. So I don't know. I feel like marriage, I think we're starting to find other ways. I think marriage is going out the window with the more lazy we become as like a human race. You know what I mean? Like, when I tell you, and I'm about to be on this very heavily this year, it's these damn phones. I'm telling you, because we have so much at our fingertips that I feel we're not supposed to have. We are not supposed to be able to see our options across the world. We're not supposed to be able to see people across the world. We're not supposed to be able to share opinions with people across the world. Like, we have too much connection that it's like feeding our need for connection. And the need for like an actual connection, like a marriage, is like going down because we have all this like falsification all the time. Like, I feel like we are really, really changing as a human race. The more we rely heavily at the heavier and heavier we rely on technology, is the more we're gonna like veer away from our past ways as a humanity. And I just feel like that's terrifying to me. But it is these damn phones. Every single time I think about like, oh, why don't we as a human race do this anymore? It's these damn phones. Why don't we do that anymore? Why don't we spend more time outside? Why don't we know how to talk to each other? Why does everybody have social anxiety? Everyone has social anxiety now. It's these damn phones. Nobody wants to dance in the club. You know why? They're going to record you on these damn phones. It's these damn phones. So no, I don't think we're cut out for marriage anymore. And it's because of these damn phones. It's so sick. It's so sick. We're all just shaking in bed like this. It's so sick. It's so pathetic. Okay. Somebody asked me actually a really fun question. I keep losing it as if I'm not like sitting here doing this segment. What color do you like looking at? And what color do you feel like represents you? I love looking at any soft color. I really love a soft pink. I love a soft green. I love lavender. I really enjoy looking at lavender. But it can make you a little bit sad. Like those like a lavender or a purple or blue tone color can get you a little sad, but they are still nice to look at. The color of the sky, like when it's like blue skies out, that color, what color is that? Sky blue? Oh. I love looking at sky blue, but I don't think that color represents me. I think the color green and pink represent me, which is why maybe those are the colors of my brand. Maybe those are the colors of my branding, but I really do feel like pink and green, those are my colors. What a fun little question. Okay. Those are it for our questions for now. Oh, wait, we have one more. Who framed Roger Rabbit? Okay. We are going to finish off the episode with setting some intentions for the new year. Setting some intentions for our 2026. Listen, I have quite a bit of a list of my ins and outs. Now, it doesn't stop here. Like, I think throughout the year, I'm going to keep making rules for myself, but just generally, I did some sitting down, vision boarding, setting my goals last night. And my power word of 2026 have confirmed that it's nerve. It's nerve. Because this year, I'm going to have some nerve. Yeah. There are a lot of changes that I want to make this year. I really want to like completely switch up my career, like my professional career, and what I'm doing and how I'm making most of my money. I do intend on switching that up completely, just like setting different boundaries and like rules for myself, discipline, self-discipline is going to be huge for me this year. And I think when it comes down to it, throughout 2025, these are all things that I knew I needed to do. I just needed the nerve. And I have the nerve now. I don't know what happened. I just think like something switched. And I just, when you just can't go on living the same anymore? Yeah. And I think that some's got to give. So as much as I am, like, I think I've gotten to a place where it's like, okay, I'm happy, I'm grateful, I'm content with my life the way that it is. Can I go on living like this? Sure, I can. But, like, I want more. I feel like I'm getting older. I'm turning 25 this year, and I want to take on more responsibility for myself. Like, I want to take on different challenges and aspects of my life and, like, handle those things. I just want to elevate. So I'm going to do it. That's the plan. And I cannot wait to see how that goes. I can't wait to bring you guys all along on the journey with me. But yeah, definitely word of the year, nerve. And I'm gonna have it. The nerve and the audacity. Thank you. So some of my ins, let's go back and forth. Let's go tit for tat. Let's go. First one I have for 2026 in quality fabrics. That was just something stupid I thought of. I just thought about, right now I feel like I have a pretty even divide in my closet right now of things that are like a good quality fabric and things that are like a shitty polyester. And I'm like, something's got to give. Like, I'm appreciating my good quality clothes a lot more recently. And I'm just like, are we stepping up? Quality over quantity? Let me know. Out bed rotting. Now y'all know I love my bed. Y'all know I love my bed. Oh, she right here. Hey, baby. Y'all know I love my bed. But I can't keep getting away with this. It's just a waste of my goddamn time. It's a waste of my goddamn time. I could be out there making my life better, and I'm just like scrolling. It's becoming a problem. I'm telling you, these damn phones. It's gonna be me and this are fighting this year. I'm gonna throw it out of a fucking window if it gets under my nerves. Listen, I gotta stop bed rotting, and we gotta stop acting like it's cute and like we're not wasting our fucking time and wasting our days away. We only have so many years on this planet, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time like an iPad kid. Okay, no more bed rotting. Like, I don't want to describe any point in my life as rotting. I'm not rotting. I'm living life to the fullest every second of the day, or I'm resting. Either I'm resting or I'm going or I'm going hard in the paint. Okay? Or I'm resting. One or the other. But we're not rotting anymore. I'm not spending a day more in my life of my slim little 80 maybe less years on this planet rotting. No. Doesn't sound 2026 to me. In leaving people on red. Oh, I've been loving it lately. I have been leaving people on red. Guys, I don't want to respond. And it's like, I think we would actually all save each other a lot more trouble if we started being honest with when we wanted to respond and speak to someone and when we didn't. I love to like someone's message and go on about my day. Or just not respond. One thing, this just ties into a larger theme this year for me of like letting people know when I don't like what they said. And sometimes it justifies a confrontation of like, why the fuck would you just say that to me? There's gonna be a lot of that thrown around this year if people fuck with me, if people decide to choose to fuck with me. Just why did you say that to me? Why did you say that to me? That wasn't funny. Or when people come in my DMs saying something I don't like, I'm just not going to say anything. Listen, once again, these damn phones have given us so much nerve. Oh, nerve, there it is again. have just given us a lot of entitlement into commenting on people's lives. Just as much as you have a right to come into my DMs and say something crazy to me, I have just as much of a right to refrain from responding to you. Right? Okay. So, yeah. Leaving people on red is in. I'm not responding to you. And it's not my fault that Instagram has red receipts. Sorry. You decided to message me here. And now this is the program. Get with it. Out. Impulse shopping. Don't do it, honey. This also leads into a larger theme for me of like, I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to go about taking content creation seriously. And because I'm a beautiful, gorgeous woman, and because I love doing music, love doing makeup so much, it just leads me to the obvious, like, oh, become a makeup influencer, bop, 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 you know, beauty girl, another one. Like, we need another one, God. And I'm just like, I don't like when people tell me to buy stupid things I don't need. I don't want to be on the internet telling people to buy stupid things they don't need. So I'm just trying to figure out, that's a conversation for another day. Okay. I'm in limbo with how I'm going to take content creation this year. But impulse shopping definitely is on my list of outs, because it's like, girlfriend, hey, we are all struggling. You don't need it. And don't try to come in here and tell me why you need it, because you don't need it. And I don't need it, and you don't need it. And go figure it out. All right? No more impulse shopping. Work it into that budget, girl. In self-care schedules. Okay? Because a lot of us have a hard time fitting in that time in the day that's dedicated to you. My nights to me are going to become very, very simple. Well, my nights and my mornings become very, very sacred to me. It's harder for me at night because I do love to scroll on my phone until one of my eyes literally cannot stay open anymore. I love that. Like, nothing puts me to bed like Instagram. But but in the morning especially, have that time. And then when I say self-care schedules, I mean, like, you keep forgetting to exfoliate, write it down. Every Tuesday I'm exfoliating. That's going to be in for me, because it's like, I keep a schedule kind of in my head, like, oh, I know I didn't exfoliate 2 days ago, I need to exfoliate now. But it's going to be, I think I'm going to create like a nice little visual for myself, so that I make sure that like all the maintenance in my life is taken care of. My nails, my coochie wax, my face shaving, like everything that I want to do to take care of myself, because that's just as important as scheduling any meeting or hang out with friends. Like, no, put it on the schedule. Like, time is allotted to taking care of myself this year. Out situationships. Like, need I say literally anything? The biggest sigh of all time. I am leaving a lot. A really broken, scorned woman in 2025. A girl who wasted a lot of time in relationships where she did not know where she stood with the other person. And I keep, in all my horoscope things, I keep seeing the word clarity pop up. Like, Virgos in 2026 are finally going to have the clarity that they deserve. They're going to have a clear mind. I could not resonate with that more, because all I crave romantically going into 2026 is clear-cut relationships that are clear from the jump. I don't want to ever have to guess ever again where I stand with somebody, nor do I want to waste my time like wondering. So that going into 2026 is going to be very, very important. No more situationships. I'm turning 25. This shit is not fun anymore. Marry me or get out. Not in favor of any stupid little distractions this year. That's all I'm saying. In telling people you just don't want to. I'm a very, very big fan of this. On both ends, on the receiving end and on the telling end, I'm a huge, huge fan of telling people, I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. That doesn't interest me. That doesn't align with me. I think we need to do that more, because once again, we'd be saving each other a whole lot of time. I hate when I'm making plans with someone or speaking to someone who just, you can tell, doesn't want to. but they're coming up with every excuse under the sun, like, of why they can't do something or be there for you in a way when they just don't want to. Yeah, let's start just telling people the truth. Hey, 2026, honesty. Yeah, let's bring her into the new year. Out shaming women for literally anything. I don't want to hear it. I think that did we all get our fill in 2025? Because it feels like we were on a rampage. Like, it actually feels like we had a field day shaming women 2025. Yeah, let's actually come back down to earth in 2026 and find something else to do. There are people who are literally like war criminals. There are people who are in charge of states and military sanctions who are terrorizing people every single day. ICE just killed a woman. Top of the year to ya. Yeah, there are people out here that are worth our heinous words. Let's leave random women on the internet, random female celebrities alone, shall we? Especially when commenting on their bodies. Like, where are we? Yeah, let's leave that. I know we want this year to be like 2020. We want this year so badly to be like 2016. Let's leave that part in the past though. Yeah? Agreed? In analog hobbies and physical media. Guys, let's do stuff with our hands. Like I said. Put it down. Oh my God. Let's go catch a ladybug. Let's go frolic. Let's go lay down in some grass. Let's go color. Let's go draw. Let's do things with our hands. Let's print out our photos and put them somewhere in a little scrapbook. I think I'm going to pick up crocheting and sewing so that I can make clothes. I would love the idea of making my own clothes sounds amazing. There's always things that I'm just like, damn, like, I go to the store, I'm like, I can make that. And I can't, but I could learn, right? So I'm going to start doing more shit with my hands to free my brain. Guys, this has been splendid. I really do not fear solo episodes like I thought I did. This has been so much fun. Thank you all for coming on this journey with me. I cannot wait to keep doing this. Like I've been saying, it's been the time of my life. And thank you to anyone who has even watched 30 seconds of an episode, 30 seconds of a clip, followed the Instagram, followed the TikTok, liked literally anything that I've posted about this podcast. It means the world to me. Every morsel of support. You guys have no idea, truly. Like, thank you for seeing me, seeing this, and appreciating it in any way, shape, or form. Thank you. You guys think I'm joking? We're really going to work on this problem of not having a theme song this year. Let me start drafting something up. Yeah. Whoa, go whatever. Yeah. Oh, she's a girl. Whatever. We'll work on it. Okay. Bye. Mwah.